Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having fantastic days and whatever trade you're in, you're managing the risk and getting some good returns. So I thought I'd give you an update on my Forex Funds, the verification phase I'm working through, because it's been a while since I've actually started this one, probably about a month ago now, since I passed the phase one. I was really excited about getting to this one, really hope to pass it quite quickly. But as we know, the markets have been really up and down, quite volatile, and I've had some significant drawdowns on all of my accounts. This one is no different. So I thought I'd really give a quick update where I am, how I've had to change my mindset slightly to change the trading styles and just sort of get back out of that rut, because it was becoming quite a deep rut and the drawdown was getting bigger and bigger, and I had to change that to get back out and get it back into profit. And I know a lot of people have been commenting on the previous video I did around the drawdowns, and they're in the same situation, gone from being 10% up for some people down to in losses. And overall sort of the general theme was it's been quite a bad month for a lot of people, and it's only a case of a different click. Say if I clicked a buy instead of a sell, or the alternative, then it could have very easily have been 5-10% up as opposed to the 5% I was actually down at one point. But the past few days really changed the mindset, really focused on getting into just some higher probability trades, moving with direction, not trying to hold them for too long, as I was trying to get into swing trades previously, and it's just too volatile. The market was moving up and down. We've seen that on gold. End of last week it was pushing up to $2,000, opened up on the weekend, pushed all the way up to 2070 before reversing back down almost $100. So trying to get into a swing trade has been quite difficult, so I've been looking at much more just the 15 minutes to an hour trade, so really reducing the time frames down, even going down to the 5-minute chart, which I don't normally do. I'd really try and stick to the 15-minute chart and the 1-hour chart, but because of the market volatility, just want to get in a much faster way of getting to the market and do that analysis, and that has really paid off. Looking in the past couple of days, I've gone from about a 4% down to now 3% up. And if you look at the challenge and the verification phase for my Forex Funds, I only need to hit 5%, so I'm only 2% away from getting it. And that's now where the psychology changes again, because as we get closer to that sort of finish line, we start thinking, what if I place a bigger trade? What if I just go in at 5 lots, 10 lots, 20 lots, and try and get, as an example on gold, a $1 move? Well, I know from experience, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well, as soon as you start to over risk that one trade to get that final 1 or 2% to go over the line, that's when it all goes wrong. And it undoes all of the hard work and the sacrifices from the previous week. And I'm not willing to make that mistake. I'm not willing to make that sacrifice now when I'm so close. I still have 25 days, that's almost like 15, 16 trading days left to get that final 2%. And if it takes me 1 day, 10 days, 15 days, I am not bothered at all. It's all about getting to that target and not risking as much along the way. I would hate to be in the same situation next week where I'm back down at break even or minus and just trying to get those last 5 days to get that profit. I'd rather sort of stretch it out over a longer period of time and reduce my risk if I have to. If I have to, rather than risk 1% per trade, start risking 0.5% and just take it over a long period. That's just the way I like to trade. That's the way I like to tackle these things. And it does sort of pay dividend, because again, I've been in a situation where I've been almost at like a $20 movement to get to a profit target, and you get into a bad trade and you lose it. Get into another one and you lose it again. And being so close, you're then so far away. And the psychological and the emotional impact just starts to get heavier and heavier the more that deadline looms and the more the target isn't achieved. So again, my advice to everybody, take it slow, take it at your own pace. This is not a competition with anybody else, this is purely doing your own thing. And hopefully me sharing what I'm doing will give you the confidence to go forward with these challenges and pass and get funded. So let's take a very quick look at the dashboard on my Forex Funds. It's not the best, but it just gives you an idea of how the equity curve has been behaving over the past sort of month or so. So I started off quite well. I was 1% up in the first couple of days, and it's just been down, up, down, up, down, all the way to the lowest point of last week. As you can see, just the past few days, it really has picked up, and we're now up to that sort of 3% gain, And for me, that's a great position to be in, and it's one that I'm not going to lose from now on. I'm going to push hard, focus, be determined, and get to the target, and make sure that I can get another funder account, and then build on that and get more and more funded accounts as the year goes through. So I hope this quick update has been a bit of inspiration to everybody, a little bit insight into how I've been dealing with the drawdown over the past week, and hopefully you've been seeing some good results as well, and not in that same position as you were last week. But again, if you are, don't get lost in the moment. Just stay present, stay true, and just focus on what you can do, what is in your control, not what is in the markets doing whatever they want to do. Just focus on what you're doing, get your risk management strategy in place, look for the right trades, execute them, and you will get out of that situation. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers!